Today, I've got another killer tip for you. Really, a whole set of micro tips from Jason Bay of Blissful Prospecting. Let's get right into this.
Writing cold email copy from scratch is one of the most difficult things that we can do as salespeople. Oftentimes I get asked, what should the email say? What should I include? How long should it be? Should I share a testimonial or a case study? And what I wanted to do is quickly share with you something we came up with called the reply method, so that you can remove the mystery from writing an effective cold email and also have a process that you can use to make sure that the emails you're sending are going to get a response. So let's start with R. The R stands for results. So the biggest thing you got to think about is the prospect needs to go from how does this apply to me to these results look interesting. So where you really need to make sure to focus on this is in your value prop, and you need to share a specific result that is related to a business goal that the prospect would care about. So helping people increase their productivity is not a business goal. Increasing revenue is. Increasing or decreasing, ramp time with sales reps, that's a business goal. So make sure you're focused on the right result and one that the prospect you're reaching out to will care about. Number 2 is empathy. So the E stands for empathy, and essentially what you want to do here, and what I see missing from most prospecting messaging, especially in emails, is no commentary on what the challenges or fears that the prospect might be experiencing. If you don't talk about the challenges somewhere in your email sequence, the prospect is not going to know how exactly you can help them or what problem that you can help them overcome. So you need the prospect to go from, you don't understand me or our business, to, hey, you're really speaking my language. The P stands for personalization. What you need to make sure of at the bare minimum is that the first 2 sentences of a cold email sequence in that very first email are personalized. And what you want to make sure is that this is something that's actually contextual. So don't make it completely unrelated to what you provide in your product or service, but you need to do enough there to make sure the prospect knows it's not clearly a mass email. So show that you did your homework. If you're not personalizing beyond the first name and company name, the chances of getting a response go down dramatically. The L stands for laser focus. So a couple little quick tips here. When you're writing an email, you want to make sure that it's less than 3 to 5 sentences and also less than 120 words. So there's a couple things that I recommend here. There's 2 tools. One's called Grammarly and the other is called Hemingway app. And they're both free tools. You can use those to word check, spell check, and then also to help you write a more concise email as well. So you can plug them right into those tools. I highly recommend checking that out. Another little hack here is that send yourself an email and take a look at it on your phone. And if you have to scroll on your phone to read it, it's too long. Lastly, the Y stands for you. So quick rule of thumb here is, and one of the big mistakes that I see people make when they prospect is they talk about I and we a lot. I'd like to meet with you. I'd love to meet with you. We can help you with this. You're going to have to use a certain amount of that, but what I recommend is cutting out the word I completely if you can. And the you and your ratio to I and we ratio needs to be 1-to-1 or greater. So in other words, you should be saying you and your more times than you're saying I and we. Your challenges, your goals, your fears in this area, whatever it is, make sure that you use you and your. All right, that's the reply method. This is a process, like I said, that you can use as a checklist for your cold emails and that you can use as a step-by-step process when you're writing emails from scratch.